Street Talk and other stuff, Mike, Mad Dog Magnetti. Thanks for tuning in today. You know, and I got to apologize. Last week, oh my gosh, I must have been on drugs or something. I said that it was the last Monday in September. It's not. It wasn't. Today is the last Monday in September. Oh, and I got to say, I had a rude awakening. I walked outside today in my usual attire, my shirt and my shorts, and I said, got to make the change clothing-wise. Got to start wearing long pants again and wearing a jacket because it's just the weather's getting chilly. But hey, we live in a beautiful place. I drove over the passes this weekend. I want to say on a personal note, today is my wife Rosie and my 47th anniversary. We have been happily, successfully married for 47 years. No, pretty ecstatic. We frequently look at each other and say we are having a good life. For all the struggles and challenges that marriage entails, the woman still likes me, okay? And I still love her to death. It's a great thing. So hey, thanks for your congratulations. But today, last Monday in September, you know, weather's gonna change. I know many of you like this season. Yeah, okay, well, you know, I got a good show today, but just a couple of things. You know, I've been reading a book about gravity, but I just can't put it down. And also, I started to read a book about mazes, and I couldn't get through it. But they say you can't buy happiness, but folks, you can buy books, and that's the next best thing. And that's one of the things I love about reading. You can go places you've never been, okay? You can experience things you've never experienced. I know there's a book called Oh Jerusalem, written by two journalists called Larry Collins and Dominic LaPierre. It's about Israel's War of Independence back in 1948, and it's pretty objective. It tells both sides, but there's times when I've read that book and I feel like I'm right there, right in Jerusalem, 1948, when that war is going on, when the Arab nations have attacked Israel right after they declared their independence after the partition vote of the UN. But hey, it's just books can take you places that you might not ever go. Have you experienced things you might not ever experience? And I'm telling you that because I have got a great guest today who's going to talk specifically about this subject and give you the opportunity to continue to either enter in or engage in the world of reading. So, I am waxing pretty lyrical, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
But hey, Street Talk and other stuff, you stick around. We will be right back.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCW Life. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCW Life channel.
Hey there, folks. Blueberry Carrie here to invite you on out to experience Blueberry Hills. Of course, the food is fabulous, like our cheese blintz, our famous French dip, our legendary Eggs Benedict, and unforgettable burgers. But we're more than just great food. People come from all over the world to experience what's been called one of the best destination restaurants in the Pacific Northwest. So come on out and see what all the fuss is about. Blueberry Hills in Manson. It's where the world is coming to.
Hello, 3 tickets, please.
Oh, the Discovery Center is free to visit.
So you're telling me we could look at the fish for free?
Yep, that's free.
But how much is it to drive the steamboat?
Todo es gratis.
So you're telling me that we could go play on the playground?
Still free.
It's free.
Exactly. Gratis, gratis, gratis. The Discovery Center at Rocky Beach. It's free.
Whether you're building from the ground up or transforming your space with a custom remodel, One Way Construction is your trusted partner in creating a home that's uniquely yours. Your dream home is just a call away. Schedule your free consultation, and let's build something amazing together.
Okay, we're back. Street Talking Other Stuff. And this is my friend, my neighbor.
Yeah.
You know, longtime friend, Anna Ordway. And Anna is the owner, proprietor, operator of Ye Old Bookshop on
11 Palouse Street.
11 Palouse Street, right, okay. Yeah. And we just mentioned this off camera. Ye Old Bookshop is the only bookshop left in town. And I want to have Anna on for a number of reasons. It's because I love reading, always have. I mean, it's my safe place, it's my happy place. And my friends who do a lot of mountain biking and skiing, when we get together, they're always talking about their injuries, and I always say, oh yeah, I was laying on my couch the other day reading a book, I almost rolled off.
Got a paper cut turning the page.
Yeah. But how are you?
Pretty good.
Good.
Pretty good.
How is things going?
Wonderful. You know, my husband and I just had our 33rd wedding
Really?
anniversary a couple
Good.
weeks ago.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I saw something on Facebook about it. And you
Yep.
talked about how much you liked each other.
Yeah, we still do.
You still do good.
I
good.
know.
Because I've had couples before say, "Oh, that's just our Facebook stuff. We don't really like each other."
I mean, he
That's
bought
cool.
me a bookstore. How bad can the guy be?
You're right. You're right. Smart man.
Yes.
Smart man. So what? Okay, tell us about Ye Old Bookshop. Tell us about it. I mean, how long has it been there?
I've had
origin,
it going on
you know?
10 years. It's
Okay.
been there a lot longer than that.
Really?
It was even
Okay.
a bookstore when I was a kid.
Okay.
But then, you know, it's shut down,
Yeah.
been something else, and it always winds up turning back into a bookstore. And there were
You can't help it.
4 other bookstore owners before me, so it's been a bookstore for quite a while now.
Okay. And how long have you been the grand poobah of you know?
Going on 10
place.
years.
Really?
We bought
Okay.
it June 1st, 2015.
Okay. Cool. All right. What made you want to become a bookstore owner? You know, I mean, what?
That was always something just always wanted to be.
Yeah.
And I was actually working a part-time evening job. Came
Mm-hmm.
home on a Friday, had my feet up, looking at Facebook, and was
Yeah.
like, hey, look, honey, there's this bookstore for sale. And my husband typically will say, give me 10 years to think about it. And
Well, you know, wives should realize, you know, just because you ask your husband to do something, you shouldn't nag him every 6 months to get it done.
exactly.
Okay. Sorry.
But his response to this was, I have the cash.
Oh, wow.
Looked at it Saturday, bought it on Sunday, quit my job on Monday.
Really?
So
Oh,
there was
cool.
no plans in
Okay.
place to own a business. It was the best accident.
Okay, so the place was pretty well stocked with books at the time, right? And it's
Yeah,
it's a
2,000 square feet.
Really,
about
yeah,
100,000
it's-
books in there.
yeah,
It looks
it's
so
a-
tiny from the outside.
yeah, but no, you get in there, it's like getting into a rabbit warren and
yeah.
that kind of thing. So
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the front of the store does not represent what's really throughout the whole building.
yeah, so what is it about your soul that connects you with books? I mean, come on, we know. Come
I
on.
love books.
Come on.
I have
Yeah.
always read, and
Yeah.
nobody knew I could read till I went to Head Start.
Really?
My mom and dad figured I had memorized the books.
Really? Okay.
And then the
Yeah.
Head Start teacher said something about how did they teach me to learn so young? And they're
Yeah.
like, she can't read, she just has them memorized. And then when the Head Start teacher was showing them the books that they had that I didn't have,
Yeah.
then they realized I was actually reading.
Okay, well, how then did you actually learn how to read?
I don't know.
Really, huh? You know, my mom
I
used
just always
to.
had books. Everybody read to me. We read together.
Okay. You know what my mom used to do? She used to plop me down in front of like a cereal box or something, and I would copy the letters. And actually, and I have a copy of this somewhere. Rosie, I'm not sure my wife knows where it is. The first words I ever wrote were Ronzoni Sonaboni, which means Ronzoni is so good. It was a macaroni. It was a macaroni box. And that was, I don't know if we have Ronzoni out here, but back east, that was the big, and that was the ad. That was the ad on TV. Ronzoni Sonaboni. Ronzoni is so good.
So books and food.
So yeah, but and then she would also give me books that she would have me circle the words that I knew. So I was, by first grade I was reading pretty well. So it was cool. All right.
Yeah.
Down
Read for
on it.
reading.
So yeah. Okay, so bookstore. All right. What was it like when you buy it on Sunday? You said you opened it on Monday. You walk in and what
I made
was
$6.50 that day.
All right. Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was the best day of my life.
Yeah, okay, okay. Did you have, walking through it, what was the experience? Give us the,
It was just magical. You know, felt like walking into a TARDIS or Alice's rabbit hole.
Really?
It's
Oh,
just
cool.
like, you know, you
Alright.
walk in this little doorway and it's like, oh my goodness, look what's here. And
Now,
there's-
was this kind of some kind of fulfillment of a dream? I mean, when you grew up,
oh yeah.
were you ever thinking you want to be a bookstore owner? Or?
Bookstore owner, librarian,
Okay.
teacher.
All
Yeah.
right, okay. So when you walk through everything, I mean, what have you done? You must have done some reorganizing and resetting things up and that kind of stuff since you've been there.
Yeah, over time, a little bit, you know, we had like art books in the back on these flimsy shelves, and art
Yeah.
books are very big and heavy, so
Yeah.
I moved those up front where the library shelves were, the big sturdy ones, because
Okay.
that was easier than moving the shelves.
All
They're
right,
pretty
okay.
heavy.
So what else did you feel that you needed to do once you?
I
once you moved in?
wanted local art.
Okay.
When I bought the store, it just looked like thrift store, Kmart art on the walls, and
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I took it all down and shoved it in the closet.
Yeah. Okay.
And then one day, somebody came in and said, "Can I hang artwork?" And I'm like, "Yes!"
Oh, cool. Okay.
And then more and more and more started coming, and now everything on the walls, I can tell you exactly who painted it.
Okay.
A
And
little
is
bit
this
about
stuff? Is this
them.
stuff that's for sale or just?
All for sale. We
Really?
do
Okay.
consignment for local artisans.
Okay.
All the jewelry in the store is locally made.
Okay.
Soaps, even chocolate.
Locally made chocolate.
Yeti chocolates.
Really? Oh, I'll have to come down and
Yes.
check that out
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit. Okay. So what do you do? Do you take you take donations, or you
Yes.
take people who?
We do donations
All right, how
and
does
we
that
give
work?
store credit.
Yeah.
So we'll go through books as long as they're clean and in good condition, and no more than a box or two at a time. We're not equipped to handle big estate clean
Right.
outs
Yeah.
and
I have a
that's-
couple of times come down.
Yeah.
You know, I had a lot of books from church books, that kind of thing, and have you sold any of those, by the way?
Not as much. I think we did donate some of those to the jail, the paperbacks. We
Oh, okay.
We donate a lot of
All right.
paperbacks to the jail.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
The psychology books have sold like crazy.
Yeah. Really.
Yes.
Really. Okay. Well, I can probably bring you some more.
Yeah, psychology,
You know.
classics, philosophy,
Yeah.
New Age, good history.
How about novels? Do novels
Oh,
go
yes.
well? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, what is your favorite type of reading that you like to do?
Lately,
Okay.
I've been reading local authors, memoirs.
Okay.
Really in the mood for that right now.
Mm-hmm.
My reading preferences kind of change with the season.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, what local artists? I know
Authors,
you're
I
going to
just
mention
read
some.
Shane Fleming's
Yeah, okay.
Conviction, about his time in prison changing his life, and Lynn Walker's memoir of a drug smuggler's daughter. That was
Okay.
fascinating.
All right, and those are people who are local who wrote those?
Yes.
And you've got copies of those
I
down
got
at
them in the store, and then for fiction, Matthew Pippin. I just
Yeah.
read his Nine Strangers. That was
Right.
amazing.
Read that. I haven't read the second one yet.
And then me neither. That's on
Okay.
my list, but I
Yeah.
also want to read Judge Chip Small's Stark Justice.
Oh, okay. What was that about? Okay, now Judge Chip Small, he was a Superior
Yes.
Court judge here for quite some time, back around the 90s, I think. So, but
Mm-hmm.
what's his book about?
It's a fiction, mystery, suspense thriller.
Okay, and how these people gotten these books published? They all do self-publishing, I would take it, huh?
As far as I know, they all do.
Okay.
I think we've had a couple local authors that have gone mainstream and actually went back to self-publishing.
Okay, all right. A friend of mine, Don Myers, I can't remember the name of his book, but I read it. But he wrote about his experience finding out, well, through this DNA thing, finding out that his father was not his biological father, and the experience of going through that. And you've probably heard these stories too. I mean, these people, you all know, you've heard me say, I found a half-sister. You know, my friend Vicky Kelly found out she was Jewish.
My friend too.
So, yeah, oh, really?
I remember that.
Yeah. So,
that's how I met you, is through
yeah,
Vicky.
exactly. Okay, so what's the most challenging thing about it? I'm going to get to the most rewarding after the break, but what's the most challenging thing about running a bookstore? So, come on, Anna. Come on, Anna.
Always knowing the answer.
Like what? Like right now?
Like right now, people will walk in, and of course, their favorite book, I must know it.
Yeah.
But there's
Okay.
200 billion books.
Sure.
And I don't always know.
Okay.
And
how do
that
you-
can be hard, and I'll have to look it up. And a lot of people are surprised I don't know it. It's like, there's just a lot of books. You got a lot of information in your head, and
How do you keep them cataloged?
I don't.
You don't really? Oh,
No,
okay.
not the used books.
Okay,
No, we
okay.
just make sure they're cleaned up. We price them by hand. The store's pretty well organized. You've been in there.
Sure.
Fiction's by author, nonfiction by subject, minus the Dewey Decimal System. but that just saves a lot of expense on a whole system.
Yeah.
It speeds up us being able to put the books out right away and keeps the overall cost down.
Okay, all right, interesting. Okay, we are talking with Anna Ordway. Anna is the owner proprietor of Yield Bookshop that is on 11 Palouse Street. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, look at me.
Yep, just below the avenue.
But it is, I love going in there. I haven't been in there as often as I would like, but very interesting. It's much bigger than it looks like from the front. It's got interesting stuff. You actually have the Comet magazine available down
Yes, we
there
have the Comet magazine.
every week for those of you who are familiar with the Comet.
Yes, and new books online, audiobooks. We
Okay.
do everything.
All right, well, audiobooks should check into that. But,
Yes.
but hey, we're going to take a break, come back, talk more with Anna. But hey, Street Talk and other stuff, stick around. We will be right back. So.
It might be sunny now, but fall is in the air, and we've got you covered here on the NCW Life Channel. If it's Wenatchee Panther football, volleyball, or girls soccer, we've got you covered. So tune in to your local TV station, the NCW Life Channel, for Wenatchee Panther sports. Coverage is presented by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, and Highlander Golf Course and Grill.
My name's Nick Dirk, and I've been a cinematographer-photographer for over 10 years. I got my start at the Wenatchee Valley Technical Skills Center. Without the Tech Center, I wouldn't have got my first job in media production 3 months after I graduated high school.
My name is Charlie Voris, and I own Vortex Productions. My work has taken me on exciting adventures all around the world, and I got my start at Wenatchee Valley Tech.
Hey, my name is Oli Mingo, and I'm the Executive Director at Heirloom Creatives in Wenatchee. I am so thankful for Wenatchee Valley Tech to be able to have my dream career.
Discover a level of comfort you never thought possible. Discover stressless seating at Boswell's. Designed to harmonize with your body's natural movements, it's the premier destination for relaxation and rejuvenation. Right now, take 10% off all stressless recliners, sofas, tables, and ottomans. Boswell's, 2915 Easy Street in Wenatchee.
Thank you for trusting Abby's Legendary Pizza for 60 years. Your hard-earned money supports hundreds of youth working at our parlors, dozens and dozens of nonprofits and school teams throughout the area. At Abby's, doing good in the neighborhood has never tasted so delicious. Can you smell it? It's not arugula and pear. It's bacon, bacon, and cheddar. Yep. Everybody's favorite pizza is back on sale this month at Abby's, loaded with 2 kinds of bacon and real cheddar cheese. Enjoy Abby's September special at a very special price.
I got in trouble.
Okay, we're back. Street Talk and other stuff. Talking with Anna Ordway. She is the owner proprietor of Yield Bookshop on 11 Palouse Street. If you haven't been there, it's a real gem. Go down and check it out. Now, what we were talking about offline was the whole thing about ebooks online. And you were saying that boomers, okay, like myself, okay.
Yeah, so I was just looking up information because I know in my store, I would say probably millennials, Gen Z are my biggest customer base.
Yeah.
And I thought, is Wenatchee unique? Or is it everywhere? And it is nationwide.
Yeah, and a friend of mine just posted on Facebook today that she's gratified to see her 17-year-old granddaughter is saying that she and her friends like real books, okay? Now, I have read books, and I have a number of them on my tablets. It's nice, like you say, if you come across a word you don't know, you can look it up right away. And it's great for vacation.
Yeah.
But there are much greater drawbacks to an ebook than you do with a hard copy. So let's go ahead, or a paperback, but talk about that.
Battery dies. You drop it, your screen cracks. It kind of bothers my eyes. The lighting is never quite right.
Yeah.
But the suspense, especially if you're reading something that's a mystery suspense thriller, it's so much different when you know you've got a few pages left to find out who done it versus the ebook.
Yeah.
Or if you forgot a name, or you get, like you said, wanted to see a picture.
Right, you have the ability
can't find
to
it
look
as
back.
easy.
And that's it. Most of the time in ebooks, the pictures are terrible.
Oh, they are.
Or the maps,
They're
you can't.
split between screens. You can't see it all at once.
Okay. And it's just, the feel of holding a book is something unique, okay? Now, I like to
It's multi-sensory. You got the feel,
Yeah.
the smell.
Right, right. I like to read while I eat, and sometimes it's difficult to keep the book open.
Oh, they make stands for that.
I know that. I have one.
Okay.
I have one. So
Good.
All right. So what is your clientele that comes in? You say that millennials and Generation
Gen Z.
I don't even know who these people are anymore. You know, but
My son's age and my granddaughter's age.
okay. All right. But some of them are your best customers, huh?
Yes.
Okay. All right. What do they look for when they come in?
Most of them are better read than I am.
Yeah.
They're the ones buying the classics, the philosophy, the history, hitting the
Okay.
reference rooms, memoirs.
Okay. All right. What type of history stuff do you have?
I have a whole entire room,
Yeah.
probably almost a third of the store.
Really? Okay.
So we have U.S. history, Native history, World Wars, world history.
Okay. Okay.
If there's a genre for it, we probably
All
have
right.
it.
Do you have any books about World War II submarines?
Probably.
I'd have to look and see because I'd have to try to find one that I haven't read already.
Yeah.
All right, okay. What's the most gratifying thing? What's the thing, I mean, we talked about one of the most challenging things, but what's the most gratifying thing to you about?
I love when people walk in the door and they're just like, I didn't know you were here. And they're walking around looking in the front, asking about all the local artists, and then they see the hallway
Right.
that takes them to the back
Oh,
of the
look,
store.
there's more.
Yeah.
Right.
I had a gal that had come in a couple different times, and she always bought fiction and memoirs, which are right up front.
Sure.
And it was, the genre that fit her. And she's always very quiet. A lot of book people like to be left alone.
We do, yes.
Yes.
Leave me alone.
And then her third time in, I hear this little gasp, and it's like a hallway, and I didn't see her for 2 hours. It was pretty cool.
Okay, yeah.
So it was her third time in before she even saw the hallway.
Okay.
So it's like maybe I need to light that up or something.
So when you're there working and you have free time, what is it that you're reading? So.
Well, the reading's pretty much at home. There's
Okay.
not a lot of free time when you run a business.
Yeah, I can-
That is one misconception. People think I sit around and read all day. I have so much less time for reading.
Yeah.
But since I homeschool my granddaughter there, we do a lot of out loud
okay.
reading
All right,
for
yeah.
our history and that together. So
Okay, all right.
you squeeze that in. But the older she gets, the more she reads on her own. So.
Yeah, all right, cool. So what do you want people to, you want them to come in. What are your hours? Talk
Tuesday
about
through
that.
Saturday, 10 to 6. We are taking a vacation Halloween week. That's always
Okay.
our thing.
All
We'll
right.
work retail, so that's the last hurrah before the next few months hit.
Okay, all right. So Tuesday
Tuesday
to
through
Saturday.
10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
10 to 6, all right. Are you finding anybody finding that not convenient or saying, why aren't you open later or anything like that, So,
Yeah, I can't please everybody, but I try.
well, sure. Well, you have a life of
I
your
have a
own
life.
as well.
Yeah, we used to be open till 7 or 8 p.m., but once you sit down and actually see
Right.
what's going on during that time and kind of the, safety issue.
Yeah, I had
being the only person downtown that time of night.
Right. I had a counseling client once called me up and say, why aren't you open on Saturday? I need, I have a life too,
Yes.
So,
Yeah, family days off.
yeah.
First several years I worked 6 days a week.
Yeah, well, probably when you started the business. I was doing the same thing too when I started mine.
Yeah.
I was working 12-hour days every day,
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just till you get to the point where you can say, hey, you can calm down a little bit.
Yep.
But you're obviously enjoying it, okay? You obviously
Oh, it's a
love
happy
it.
place to be.
Yeah, okay. And what is this something that people might not expect other than the local art, the chocolate? Is there anything else in there that people might not expect to come out of the hallway?
The hallway. Well, we offer new books. We keep a
Right.
handful of new books in the store, but
Okay.
the majority we do online. Bookshop sets up. All of us little independent bookstores have our own website through Bookshop.
Okay.
About
All right,
2,000 of us that you can shop new books.
Okay.
You're still keeping your money local if you'd like to.
Okay, so how do people do that? How would they connect online if they want to patronize your store, but they like the online thing and want to do it that way? What do they look for?
Our website, yeoldbooks.com.
Okay, all
Which
right.
is YEOLD books.com.
Okay. So people can order online.
They can order online. It ships to them. They
Okay.
can make their wish list. Teachers can make a registry and share it with their friends, family,
Okay.
classroom parents.
Could they actually buy new books through you that All right, let's say Scott Turow came out with a new novel. Instead of getting it from Amazon, could I contact you and have you?
Yep.
Really? Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, there's millions of titles. If there's a new book by a mainstream publisher, even some of the self-published are on there, depending on how they choose to publish. I don't understand the publishing side.
It is a self-publishing thing is an interesting thing.
Yeah, because we have Kay Kenyon, one of our local authors whose books are available. Her latest series is in my store, but you can also get all of her new books on our website.
All right, now how about audiobooks? You have those as well?
We do as well, yes.
Okay, so you have a supply at the store, but people can order them?
No, the ones, we don't really have any at the store.
Okay.
Sometimes somebody will bring us some used ones on CD, but the new ones are like a download.
Okay, all right.
Although I'm pretty sure you can also order discs on some of those
Okay,
and
well,
have them shipped to you.
we don't have the newer cars, okay? Matter of fact, my wife and I were trying to remember how we actually have to plug her phone into the car so we can listen to an audio book to our
My
car.
cars don't even have that.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so, yeah, we're just, us old folks. You probably still balance your checkbook the way I do and everything.
No, I use.
You don't know.
I
Gosh.
don't know.
Am I the only one in the world who balances his checkbook?
I balance my checkbook. I just do it online.
Okay, well, I kind of do that too. I use Quicken, but actually my sister turned me into depositing checks by photographing them.
I love that.
Well, I've been doing it, but the first time I did it, I was very leery about it. And then after I deposited, the bank called me up a couple days later and said, "Oh, your check didn't scan properly. Do you still have it?" I did.
Yeah, I always say that.
Yeah. All right. So what would you say to somebody, okay, who's never been to your store, okay? Well, say, look at the camera and tell them. Either look at that camera there.
Yeah,
So-
just come on in. You'll be surprised at what you'll find.
Yeah.
We have things for book lovers, and if you come in with somebody who doesn't read, we have something to keep them entertained. We got lots of little knickknacks, gadgets, like I said, all the local creations, pins, gift items, coffee mugs, candles,
Okay, cool.
notebooks.
Okay, but
Yeah.
you're not open today.
No, I'm here today.
You're here today.
Yeah.
Well, you're only here for a couple more minutes.
It's Monday. It's my
That's
day
right,
off.
it is your day off.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, hey, street talk and other stuff. Talking with Anna Ordway. Anna has been a friend for a long time. Actually, we're neighbors, okay? We live in the same hood.
Yes, we do.
So she and her husband, Larry, are friends. Larry works at Safeway on the graveyard shift. So if you've ever been at Safeway graveyard, you've seen Larry.
Oh, yeah.
But I really wanted to have her on today. I love reading. I think it's important. And I really think the fact that we have one actual bookstore, brick and mortar bookstore here in Wenatchee, I think it's a real gem. So I wanted to share it with you. But hey, we're going to take a quick break, come back and say goodbye to Anna. But street talk and other stuff, you stick around. We will be right back. So.
Want to stay up to date on the latest news in the area? Tired of paying for your news? Download the NCW Life app now. No subscriptions necessary. Get news, weather, sports, and more live as it happens. Available for iPhone and Android in the App Store. Local news at your fingertips. Don't miss the stories that matter to you. Stay connected. Download the NCW Life app now.
There's no place like home. Because home is where we're totally comfortable. It's where we can be ourselves and let our guards down. It's where we make memories. And we're always imagining new ways to keep it totally comfortable. Carrier. Total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
Okay, we're back. Street talk and other stuff, and I want to thank Anna for being here. Anna,
thank you for having me.
It's good. I appreciate it. I just hope your business goes nuts. Tell people again where you are, how to find you. So
we are at 11 Palouse Street, which is just below the avenue. Palouse is between Orondo and First, and we're in between Wenatchee Avenue and Columbia. We're like the only business down there. It's worth the walk.
Okay, yeah, it is. So
yeah.
Okay, well, it's your day off today. I hope you enjoy it, but I hope business just goes through the roof. But thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Okay, and thanks for being here today. I really appreciate it. But Street Talk and other stuff, you stick around for next week. We will be here. Have a great day. Bye-bye.